Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be back here today. In this video today, we are going to make a simple short pants with an elastic waistband, and it's a beginner friendly tutorial. If this is the first time you're seeing any of my videos and the first time you're visiting my channel, you are highly welcome to the family. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Let's dive into the video. So these are the materials needed in cutting our pants. We'll be needing our scissors, our ruler, our tape rule, our chalk, our elastic, though I forgot to add the elastic. And also we'll be making use of these our African prints in cutting the pants. So the first thing you would want to do is to fold your fabric into two, as I have done. And the first thing we will go ahead to cut out is the front piece. So for the front piece, I'll go ahead to draw a straight line from the tip of the fabric. And this will be serving as the starting point. So from the starting point, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches for our elastic casing. I came down by 1.5 inches because I'm making use of a small elastic. If you're making use of a big elastic, you can come down by 2 inches or more depending on how wide the elastic you want to use is. So this line that I made will be our waistline. From the waistline, I'll come down by 8 inches. That will be our hip line. I'll mark the 8 inches there like this, and then I'll make a straight line on it. Also from the waistline, I'll come down by 10 inches for our crotch line. I'll mark the 10 inches there like this and also make a straight line on it. So to get your crotch measurements, you can sit on a flat chair. As you can see in the picture below, you sit on the flat chair, and then from your waist, you measure down the surface of the chair. So that's how you get your crotch measurements. It's very easy. Also from the waistline, I'll measure down to the length of my pants. I'll be using 19 inches for that. I'll mark the 19 inches there like this, and then I'll add extra 1.5 inches for the folding in of the pants. I'll mark it there like this, and then I'll make a straight line on that. So we are done taking all the basic measurements, and this is our hip line, our crotch line, and then the pants length line. So what we'll be doing next is to take our hip round measurement. For our hip round measurement, we'll be using 38 inches. 38 divided by 4, that'll give us 9.5 inches. So we'll add extra half inches for the sewing allowance, so that makes it 10 inches. We'll mark the 10 inches on the hip line. We'll also mark 10 inches on the thigh line, on the crotch line rather, and then we'll mark 10 inches on the waistline too. So I'll use my ruler to connect the points together to make a straight line. So after that, we'll be taking our thigh measurements. For the thigh measurements, I'll be using 27 inches for the thigh. I'll divide it by 2, not by 4. So under the crotch line, I'll place my thigh measurement. I'll come down a little bit like this, and then place my tape rule there like this to mark out the thigh measurements. I'll mark it there like this, and then I'll add extra half inches for sewing allowance. So I'll mark it there. So from the thigh measurements, we'll make a curve to the straight line I made. We'll curve it like this to the straight line. So this is the way you do it. You curve it the way as I am doing to meet the straight line. Can you see? After that, you come over to your crotch line. You measure whatever you have there, and then on the pants length, you come over to the place and then reduce whatever you got there by 1 inches. You can actually make it straight, but I just want it to have a little bit of shape. So you connect the 2 points together to the thigh measurements. So for the waist, we're going to be leaving it like the way it is. You know, it has an elastic, so we won't be taking the waist measurements. We'll leave it exactly the way it is like this. So the way I'm folding it in is the way we'll be folding that part in for the elastic. So the next thing we'll be doing is to just cut it out like this, and then we'll move to the drafting of the back. So for the back, I'll be folding my fabric into two, just as I did for the front. And as you can see, I've done that already. I fold my fabric into two. So I'll be placing my front part on it like this. And then if you want to fold the back fabric, you make sure you fold more than we folded for the front part. You can add extra 2 inches or 3 inches to the folding of the back. And also on the waistline, we'll leave some extra inches up a little bit for the back. So after doing all that, on the hip line, we'll be going out by 2 inches as I am doing, and then on the waistline we'll go out by 2 inches. So I'll mark the points together like this, and then I'll come over to my crotch line. I'll go out from that point by 2 inches. I'll mark it there like this, and then I'll make a straight line like this on that. I'll mark it there like this, and also again I'll be marking out 2 inches from my hip line. From this point here, I'll connect it to the line like this. I'll make a curve just as I did for the front. So I'll make a curve there like this, and also I'll be marking out 2 inches all the way to the length of the pants. I'll mark it like this, and then I'll connect the points together. So after doing that, I'll come over to this part here and then mark out 1 inches up like this. So from that point, I'll connect it to the waistline. I'll use my ruler to connect it to the waistline like this. You know, the back is always longer than the front at the back, so that's what I'm doing. So after connecting it like this, the next thing we'll be doing is to cut it out, and that's it for the drafting of the back. As you can see, the back is also very easy to draft out, so we'll be cutting it out. So this is it after cutting the back. Can you see how the front and the back is? So the next thing we'll be doing is to sew it. So we'll be taking the front part first, and then we'll be sewing on the crotch line. We'll use 1/2 inches to sew that part like this. Also for the back too, we'll be using 1/2 inches to sew that area. So we'll take it to the machine to sew. So this is what it looks like after I was done sewing it down. So if you open it up, you can see it's looking very nice. This is the front part, as you can see, and then this is the back part. This is also looking very nice. So what I'll be doing next is to place the back on the front like this, as I am doing, to stitch down the sides. And if you notice the back is bigger than the front, that is absolutely okay, and that's the way it's going to be, because the back is always bigger than the front. So we'll be stitching both sides. We'll use 1/2 inches to stitch down the sides. So we'll also stitch down this area too. We'll use 1/2 inches to stitch it down. You sew it with 1/2 inches like this, and then we'll take it to the machine to sew. This is it after I was done stitching. As you can see, this is the side area, and then this is the crotch side. I've stitched them down already, so I'll turn it to the other side for you to see how it is. So this is how it is after turning it to the other side. It's looking very nice. This is the crotch part, the waist, the side. It's looking really nice. And then the next thing we'll be doing is to fold the down parts. You know, we added 1.5 inches for that. We'll be folding that area, and also we'll be folding the waist. We added 1.5 inches for that. So you fold 1/2 inches in first, and then you fold 1 inches in. So as you are sewing, you leave about 1 inches of space for you to be able to fix your elastic through that part. So you leave about 1 inches of it, and then we'll take it to the machine to sew. So this is it after I was done stitching them down. As you can see, it's looking really nice. So this is the down part. I fold that in, and then this is the waist part too. Can you see? I fold it down, and this is the 1 inches I said you'll be leaving to be able to insert your elastic. So for the elastic, if for example your waist is 28 inches, you can reduce the 28 inches by 6 inches, or you can use the wideness of the waist pants as it is. So you can use either of the two method. So I've reduced my elastic by 6 inches. I'll be using my screwdriver to insert this elastic, and also you can use your safety pin, but I don't have a safety pin as it is now, so I'll be using my screwdriver. So you use it in fixing it in like this as I am doing. You do it gently all the way to the other end of the opening. This is it after I was done fixing the elastic. As you can see, you make sure you hold both elastics together very well like this. So we'll be using our machine to stitch that down, but I'll use my office pin to just hold it down like this for you to see how it is. See how it came out. So can you see, this is looking very nice. So this is the front part. As you can see, it's looking very nice. This pants is very easy to make. And there we've come to the end of this tutorial. Please kindly help me like this video, help me subscribe, turn on your notification bell so as to get notified when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions to ask me concerning this tutorial, you can do that in the comment section. Thank you for the love, for the support. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.